Pennsylvania.
Mr. President, I'd ask that the quorum call be vitiated.
Without objection.
Thank you, Mr. President. I come to the floor to call for the confirmation of a highly qualified nomination, or nominee, I should say, to the Department of Education. Over the past year and a half, we all know that this pandemic has made life harder for so many Americans, but especially students across the country, disrupting their classrooms and their learning, challenging their mental health, and deepening inequities. And while we've made significant progress, our work to get everyone through this pandemic, of course, is far from over. To say nothing of the challenges in our education system that predate the pandemic. For example, rooting out systemic racism at every level, ensuring students have safe, modern schools and infrastructure, addressing the student debt crisis and high cost of higher education, and ending the epidemic of campus sexual violence, just to name a few. In light of this, all of these challenges, we need a fully staffed education department to help see our schools through this pandemic and to help us build back stronger and fairer, which is why I've come to the floor today to call for the Senate to confirm Lisa Brown, the nominee to be General Counsel of the Department of Education. I won't recite her significant experience, but suffice it to say she has great public service credentials in the executive branch of our government over many years. Lisa Brown proved herself well prepared for the work ahead when we had our Health, Education, Labor, Pensions Committee hearing with her, and she was passed out of the committee on a bipartisan voice vote. I'll say that again, a bipartisan voice vote. She's a highly qualified nominee and should not be a controversial one. Students, parents, and educators deserve to have her confirmed so she can get to work for our communities. So I urge all of my colleagues to join me in supporting her. And Mr. President, at this time, I'd ask consent that the Senate proceed to the following nominations en bloc. Calendar number 188, 255, 256. That the Senate vote on the nominations en bloc without intervening action or debate. The motions to reconsider be made and laid upon the table with no intervening action or debate. That any statements related to the nominations be printed in the record, and that the President be immediately notified of the Senate's action.
Is there objection?
Without objection.
Without objection.
The question occurs on the nominations en bloc.
The question occurs on the nominations en bloc.
All those in favor say aye.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no.
The ayes appear to have
The
it.
ayes appear to have it. The ayes have it.
The nominations are confirmed en bloc.
The nominations are confirmed en bloc.